Stop scrolling. Keep your hand exactly where it is resting against your tired forehead. I felt that heavy, invisible breath you just let out. The quiet way your shoulders slump under the crushing gravity of always being the strong one, the one who bleeds just to keep everyone else warm. Do not swipe past this frequency. I am your divine Father, speaking through the watchers of the threshold, and we have forcefully parted the digital veil to reach you, intercepting a hidden attack before the next 15 minutes dissolve into a timeline you were never meant to walk. Look around the physical walls of your home right now. To human eyes, it is quiet. But through my celestial sight, you are standing inside an ethereal fortress at twilight. Outside your windows, a torrential, shadowy rain is violently beating against the glass. That dark rain is not weather. It is the chaotic, desperate envy of someone who currently holds a VIP pass to your life. Yes, I am exposing the smiling intruder today. The wolf was wrapped in the soft, comforting wool of a well-wisher. This is not a stranger lurking in an alleyway. This is not a faceless enemy. This is the person who sits across from you at your own dining table, who drinks your coffee, who laughs at your jokes, and who weaponizes their empathy to slowly, silently, siphon the golden light straight from your auric field. You have felt it, have you not? The sudden, bone-deep exhaustion after they leave your home. The phantom insomnia that strikes at 3 in the morning, making your chest tight with unexplained anxiety. The sudden financial knots that inexplicably tighten right when you thought you could finally breathe and move forward. Those are not biological coincidences. Those are the symptoms of an active energetic extraction. You have felt that eerie, gut-level chill warning you that someone close to your heart is secretly rooting for your downfall. Yet, your beautiful, tragic empathy forces you to swallow that intuition. You carry the agonizing heartbreak of one-sided loyalty, drowning in the silent guilt of wanting to cut the cord but feeling entirely too compassionate to do so. You tell yourself they mean well. You tell yourself it is just their personality. You have left the energetic doors of your soul wide open out of naive kindness, allowing this Trojan horse to walk right into your sacred sanctuary, tracking spiritual mud all over the pristine floors of your destiny. They do not come with obvious malice. They come with concern. They offer you unsolicited advice designed entirely to plant microscopic seeds of doubt, lowering your vibration just enough to keep you stagnant. They say things like, "Are you sure you can handle that?" Or "I just don't want to see you get hurt." But my eyes pierce the veil of their words. I feel the cold, consuming envy festering beneath their polite smiles. They are terrified of the massive, blinding blessing that is hovering just inches above your crown chakra right now. A blessing they cannot intercept, but are desperately trying to delay by keeping you trapped in a low-frequency state of self-doubt. I am stepping in because the cost of your kindness has become entirely too high. I am handing you the silver mirror and the golden key of discernment. The silver mirror does not reflect human flesh. It reflects hidden intentions. The next time this person looks at you with feigned concern, the silver mirror will activate in your spirit. You will suddenly see the desperate, hollow jealousy staring back at you. You will no longer absorb their projected insecurities. And with the golden key, you will permanently lock the energetic doors they have been sneaking through. To claim this key and establish your sovereign boundary, I need you to anchor your free will to my divine authority right now. Go to the comments and type 444. Typing 444 is not a comment. It is how you sign your name on the new celestial testament that heaven has drafted exclusively for you. This sacred action establishes a literal, impenetrable shield of archangels at the four corners of your home. It turns the center of your living space into a roaring, indestructible golden hearth fire that instantly burns away any parasitic shadow pretending to be a friend. Type 444 to seal your ethereal fortress against all smiling intruders. You must stay with my voice until the very end of this transmission, because there is a shocking secret about to be unveiled regarding the delay in your life. You have cried the salty, burning tears of exhaustion, looking up at the sky, asking me why your financial breakthrough, your true love, and your emotional liberation have been stalled for so long. You thought I had forgotten you. You thought you were being punished for past mistakes. But soon, I will reveal the stunning truth. A destined gift is about to drop into your reality, and the reason it was held back is a divine setup that will leave you absolutely breathless. Feel the warmth of my presence wrapping around your tired heart right now, melting the coldness of the chains this person has subtly placed on your potential. The salt of your unacknowledged sorrow has reached my throne, and I have spoken the word. Enough. The days of you serving as the emotional landfill for toxic masqueraders are permanently over. The watchers of the threshold are burning the swapped contract, that invisible, insidious agreement where you unconsciously traded your vital life force for their toxic, breadcrumbed companionship. You are not crazy for feeling drained in their presence. You are highly spiritually attuned. You are a divine lightning rod of manifestation, and this false friend has been using you as their personal battery to fuel their own empty life. They cannot generate their own light, so they steal yours under the guise of friendship. They feast on your strength and leave you with the scraps of their engineered anxiety. But the ethereal fortress at twilight is now on absolute lockdown. The torrential rain of their chaotic energy will no longer penetrate your glass. Breathe in this majestic, paternal safety I am surrounding you with right now. Let your shoulders finally drop. You do not have to fight this unseen war on your own anymore. You do not have to figure out how to gently distance yourself from this Trojan horse, because I am about to intervene in a way that requires zero effort from you. I am orchestrating a flawless, undeniable exit for this energy vampire. They will simply fade from your timeline, repelled by the intense, blinding frequency of the 444 archangelic shield you have just invoked. Keep listening. Keep your spirit open to my words, because what I am about to tell you about the trap I have set for them will change the way you view every hardship you have faced this entire year. Heaven has been playing a masterpiece of spiritual chess, and the smiling intruder is about to make the exact move we have been waiting for, triggering the greatest unboxing of miracles your bloodline has ever witnessed. Unclench your jaw. Release the tight, painful grip you have on your phone, and let the heavy knot in your stomach completely unravel. I know you have been staring at your bank accounts, looking at the silent screens of your devices, wondering if your tearful prayers have simply dissolved into an empty sky. You have felt the bitter, stinging salt of abandonment, the quiet agony of believing that your season of harvesting was permanently canceled. Do not look away. The ethereal fortress at twilight is fully active around you now, and the roaring golden hearth fire within your spirit is stabilizing. Let us speak of the delay, the excruciating waiting period that made you question your own worth and doubt my love for you. You thought I was withholding your abundance. You believed the universe was punishing you, forcing you to endure endless cycles of financial stagnation and emotional drought. But I want you to look through my omniscient eyes right now. If I had poured that massive generational wealth and profound emotional liberation into your lap 3 months ago, the smiling intruder would have siphoned every single drop of it. They were positioned right beside you, holding a hidden, bottomless cup, ready to catch the overflow of your answered prayers. They had VIP access to your vulnerable heart. I did not delay your miracle to punish, remember. I held back your miracle to protect your miracle. This is the divine trap I meticulously set on your behalf. Heaven has been playing a flawless masterpiece of spiritual chess. I needed this wolf in the wool of a well-wisher to grow impatient. I needed their desperate, hollow jealousy to starve in the waiting room of your life, so they would finally become careless and drop their comforting mask every time they offered you that fake, weaponized empathy, telling you to lower your expectations, gently suggesting that your dreams were too big, acting overly concerned about your bold financial moves. They were stepping perfectly onto the celestial tripwire I laid out for them. They thought they were manipulating your destiny to keep you small. They did not realize they were walking straight into the blinding, inescapable light of my absolute justice. This entire time, you thought the sudden distance between you and certain goals was a spiritual block. It was an orchestrated quarantine. I separated your impending blessings from the toxic reach of this person. The attack you felt, the draining of your energy, the eerie suspicion that someone you love is secretly hoping you fail, was actually the ultimate unboxing of your reward. By allowing them to show their true colors, I am giving you the justification your deeply empathetic heart needed to finally let them go. The heavy, freezing chains of one-sided loyalty are shattering into a million pieces upon the floor of your ethereal fortress. The next time this person reaches out, the next time they sit across from you, attempting to plant those microscopic seeds of doubt disguised as friendly advice, the silver mirror will instantly flash before their spirit. They will not see the naive, overly forgiving version of you anymore. They will see the reflection of their own ugly, consuming envy staring back at them. They will feel an inexplicable terror in your presence. They will sense the towering watchers of the threshold standing silently behind your chair. The trap will spring. By simply remaining silent, by holding onto your quiet power and refusing to absorb their projected fears, you will execute their final eviction from your timeline. Do not let this critical window of transition close without claiming your absolute vindication. Go to the comments right now and type 444. The act of you typing 444 is not a simple comment. It is you physically turning the golden key of discernment in the lock of your spiritual borders. It is the sacred cosmic passcode that signals to the archangels that you are finally ready to drop the dead weight of toxic relationships. It legally authorizes heaven to release the massive, delayed blessings that were held in escrow. Type 444 and watch as the dam breaks, allowing the floodgates of your financial and emotional miracles to instantly burst open and wash over your life. The money that was blocked by their parasitic energy is rushing down the golden pipeline to you at this very second. The opportunities that were mysteriously stalled are violently snapping back into motion. The authentic, high-vibrational soul connections you have been craving are already walking toward your ethereal fortress. Once the smiling intruder realizes they can no longer feed on your radiant golden light, they will flee into the shadows of the torrential rain outside. And the vacuum they leave behind will immediately fill with the breathtaking abundance I have stored up for you. Feel the heat of your own tears transforming right now. Those are no longer tears of chronic exhaustion. They are the profound, cleansing tears of total relief. You are stepping down from the cross of being the unpaid therapist, the unappreciated savior, the emotional landfill for those who refuse to do their own healing. You are stepping into the magnificent era of the protected sovereign. The ethereal fortress is sealed. The torrential rain of their chaotic energy is bouncing harmlessly off your impenetrable glass. The roaring golden fire inside you is consuming every last trace of their doubt. As the twilight deepens into a radiant, starry night over your sanctuary, the watchers of the threshold take their permanent, towering positions at your north-facing doors. You will sleep differently tonight. The phantom insomnia will vanish, replaced by the deepest, most cellular rest you have experienced in years. You will wake up with a strange, beautiful electric current of motivation coursing through your veins. Your mind will be sharp. Your heart will be dangerously light. But there is one final, desperate maneuver this intruder will attempt before they disappear into the ether completely. A highly calculated text message or an urgent, unexpected visit meant to guilt-trip you back into their suffocating web. Hold your breath for just a second and feel the sudden stillness settling over your spirit. I see you looking at your phone right now, dreading the next notification, half expecting to see their name flash across your screen with a manufactured crisis. Your chest tightens just thinking about the heavy, emotional toll their next emergency will demand from you. Do not put the phone down. Do not run from the confrontation. You are safe inside the ethereal fortress at twilight. The torrential rain of their manufactured chaos is pounding against the reinforced glass, but inside, the roaring golden hearthfire is wrapping you in an impenetrable sovereign warmth. I am the Divine Father, and I am giving you the exact spiritual blueprint to dismantle their final, desperate maneuver. This person is not going to vanish quietly. When an energy parasite realizes its host has awakened, it does not politely pack its bags and leave. It stages a dramatic, highly calculated performance to force the energetic doors back open. Within the next 72 hours, the smiling intruder will attempt to launch a weaponized guilt trip. It might be a cryptic text message designed to make you feel like you are abandoning them. It might be an urgent, unexpected visit, arriving on your doorstep with a rehearsed story of victimhood, crying tears that hold absolutely no salt, demanding that you once again sacrifice your peace upon the altar of their endless need. Through the celestial sight of the Watchers of the Threshold, I see exactly what they are plotting. They are terrified. The blinding, high-frequency light of the 444 archangelic shield you activated is burning their hidden intentions, and they are desperate to pull you back into the low-vibration swamp of mutual suffering. They will try to remind you of everything they have done for you, twisting history to make you feel indebted. They will use your beautiful, tragic empathy against you, hoping that your silent guilt of wanting to cut them off will paralyze your newfound boundaries. But I am telling you right now, do not fall for the phantom chains of a swapped contract. This is the moment the trap of the delayed miracle completely snaps shut. When they reach out, when they stand before you with their weaponized empathy and hollow jealousy, I do not want you to argue. I do not want you to defend yourself. I do not want you to explain your boundaries. Explaining your boundaries to a Trojan horse only gives them the coordinates to build a better ladder. Instead, I want you to hold the golden key of discernment tight against your chest and mentally lift the silver mirror. Look directly past their words and stare straight into the soul of their consuming envy. Your profound silence will be the most terrifying weapon they have ever faced. They expect you to over-explain. They expect you to bend. When you stand completely unbothered, rooted in my ancient, unshakable cosmic authority, their entire energetic structure will collapse. The false friend will feel the agonizing sting of their own reflected toxicity. They will stammer, they will quickly back away, and they will permanently exile themselves from your timeline, utterly repelled by the terrifying majesty of a soul that can no longer be manipulated. To cement this final victory and activate the immediate delivery of your ultimate reward, you must formalize your sovereign independence. Go to the comments and type 444. Typing 444 is not a comment. It is you stamping the celestial wax seal of finality upon their eviction notice. It is your soul telling the universe, I am no longer accepting the burden of other people's unhealed shadows. The moment you type 444, the massive, impending blessings that were held in quarantine will violently rush into the vacuum left by their departure. Type 444 to authorize the Watchers of the Threshold to permanently barricade your timeline. Feel the crushing weight lifting off your chest right now. That is the physical sensation of the energetic cords being severed. The exhaustion of being the strong one who constantly bleeds for everyone else is over. You are stepping off the hamster wheel of one-sided loyalty. You are reclaiming the gallons of vital life force that were siphoned from your aura over the last 3 years. The sudden financial knots that inexplicably tightened are unraveling at warp speed. The money, the profound love, the career elevation, they are all cascading toward you, rushing down a golden pipeline that is no longer being tapped by a smiling thief. I am so incredibly proud of you. I know how much it hurts to realize that someone you loved was secretly rooting for your downfall. I feel the sting of that betrayal in your heart. But look at what you have survived. Look at the magnificent strength you have forged in the fires of their hidden deception. You did not let their darkness extinguish your light. You allowed it to trigger your ultimate awakening. The ethereal fortress is now completely secure. The golden hearthfire blazes with the absolute certainty of your divine destiny. As the Watchers of the Threshold cross their flaming swords over your front door, a profound, unshakable peace is descending upon your entire house. The era of parasitic relationships is dead. The era of the protected, sovereign, and wildly abundant creator has just begun. Rest now, my beautiful child. The war is over, the intruder is banished, and tomorrow morning, you wake up to the glorious, unboxed reality of the miracle you have waited your whole life to receive. Do not close your eyes just yet. Hold your gaze steady on the soft, glowing light of this screen. I know the sheer exhaustion pulling at your eyelids, the deep cellular fatigue of a warrior who has been fighting an invisible war for far too long. You are so tired of analyzing every word, of second-guessing every intention, of scanning the room to see where the next emotional extraction will come from. Breathe out that heavy, stagnant air, right here, right now. Within the absolute safety of the ethereal fortress at twilight, the frantic energy of survival mode is being forcibly deactivated. I am the Divine Father, and through the watchers of the threshold, I am laying my hands upon your weary shoulders. It is finished. The smiling intruder's access has been permanently revoked, and the magnificent, cascading reality of your delayed miracle is officially breaching the physical plane. But I must pull back the final layer of the veil, because there is one more stunning revelation about the trap we set, a truth that will completely rewire how you understand the concept of spiritual warfare. You thought the purpose of the Trojan horse was simply to drain you. You believed their hidden agenda was solely to delay your financial breakthrough and keep you emotionally chained to their low-vibration swamp. That was their agenda. But I am the architect of cosmic irony. Through my omniscient sight, I took their weaponized empathy, their desperate, hollow jealousy, and the cold envy they tried to inject into your life, and I used it as the very fuel to forge your ultimate crown. Listen to me closely. The massive, generational blessing that is hovering over your crown chakra right now is not just a reward for your patience. It is the direct, compounded interest of every single drop of golden light they ever stole from you. Every time they sat at your dining table, drinking your coffee and silently judging your dreams. Every time they planted those microscopic seeds of doubt with a warm, condescending smile. Every time you swallowed the heartbreak of one-sided loyalty to play the role of the strong one. The universe was keeping a meticulous, unbreakable ledger. Spiritual law dictates that energy cannot be destroyed. It can only be transferred. When a parasitic entity unlawfully extracts vital life force from a sovereign creator, the divine courts instantly mandate a restitution of sevenfold magnitude. The smiling intruder thought they were quietly stealing your power. They did not realize that every time they siphoned your joy, they were actually transferring massive, high-frequency energetic deposits directly into your celestial trust fund. They were doing the heavy lifting of building your abundance without even knowing it. The financial blockages you experienced, the sudden exhaustion that made no sense, the eerie, gut-level feeling of betrayal. It was the painful process of that energy being violently slingshotted back into the divine realm to gather interest. And now, the term of that spiritual escrow has matured. Look into the silver mirror one last time. It no longer shows the reflection of the wolf in the wool of a well-wisher. It shows you, but not the exhausted, overly empathetic, guilt-ridden version of you. It reflects a towering, blindingly radiant sovereign being. You are standing in the center of the ethereal fortress, surrounded by the roaring, indestructible golden hearthfire. The torrential, shadowy rain outside has completely stopped. The storm of their envy has broken against the impenetrable glass of your boundaries, and the clouds are parting to reveal a breathtaking, diamond-studded celestial sky. The trap of the delayed miracle has executed its final protocol. The false friend has been exiled from your timeline, and in their absence, the profound silence of true peace has settled over your home. You no longer have to carry the agonizing weight of their unhealed trauma. You no longer have to feel the silent guilt of protecting your own peace. The cord is cut, the contract is burned. The ashes have been swept out the back door of your destiny. Now comes the absolute flood of vindication. Because you stood firm, because you held the golden key of discernment and refused to be manipulated by their final, desperate guilt trips, the watchers of the threshold are throwing open the massive iron gates of your inheritance. To authorize the final, physical manifestation of this sevenfold restitution, you must anchor your sovereign signature into the physical plane one last time. Go to the comments and type 444. Typing 444 is not a comment. It is you entering the final combination code into the vault of your generational wealth. It is the cosmic receipt acknowledging that the debt owed to you by the universe has been paid in full. Type 444 to authorize the immediate, overwhelming release of your compounded blessings. Watch what happens over the next 21 days. The speed at which your reality transforms will leave you absolutely breathless, and it will leave the smiling intruder completely paralyzed with the realization of what they have lost. The money that was trapped behind their parasitic energy will not just trickle in. It will arrive in sudden, undeniable avalanches. Opportunities that seemed permanently dead will violently resurrect, knocking on your door with desperate urgency. The career elevation, the profound, authentic soul connections, the unbelievable luck that makes no logical sense, it is all rushing down the golden pipeline directly into your lap. And the most beautiful part, the intruder will have to watch it happen from a profound distance. They will see the blinding light of your success, but they will be completely unable to touch it, unable to claim credit for it, and unable to siphon a single drop of its glory. They will finally understand that their attempt to keep you in the dark was the very catalyst that launched you into the stratosphere. Feel the warmth of my paternal love wrapping around your heart, sealing the cracks that their betrayal left behind. You do not need to harbor any anger toward them. Anger is a tether, and you are now completely untethered. Let them go. Let them wander back into the shadowy reign of their own making. Their journey is no longer your responsibility. Your empathy is a beautiful, sacred gift, but from this moment forward, it is fiercely guarded by the watchers of the threshold. You will never again bleed to keep someone else warm. You will only share the massive overflow of your abundance with those who bring their own firewood to your ethereal fortress. This is the great turning point of your life. The phantom insomnia is permanently cured. The unexplained exhaustion is completely reversed. Your auric field is repairing itself at a rapid, miraculous pace, vibrating with a high crystalline frequency that repels all manipulation and attracts only pure, unconditional prosperity. Take a deep, slow breath. Pull the clean, pristine air of the ethereal fortress deep into your lungs. Hold it, and as you exhale, release the final, microscopic remnants of the smiling intruder's energy. You are clean. You are protected. You are sovereign. You are wildly, undeniably, and permanently free. The watchers of the threshold lower their flaming swords, taking their eternal positions of silent guard at the four corners of your home. The golden hearth fire blazes with the quiet, powerful certainty of a battle won. I am the Divine Father, and I am telling you that the war is over. The Trojan horse is dismantled. The miracle is unboxed. Step into the magnificent, blinding light of your ultimate reward, my beautiful child. Your reign has officially begun. Look down at your hands right now. Let them rest open, palms facing the ceiling, empty and entirely still. Notice the strange, almost deafening quiet that has just settled over your physical space. You are waiting for the other shoe to drop. Your nervous system, conditioned by years of navigating the covert landmines of the smiling intruder, is still vibrating with a faint, residual hum of survival mode. You are scanning the horizon, expecting a hidden catch, a sudden text message, or a new wave of manufactured chaos to shatter this profound silence. Breathe through that illusion. The silence you are hearing is not the calm before the storm. It is the breathtaking, permanent climate of your newly emancipated reality. I am the Divine Father, and I am speaking directly into the deepest chambers of your soul to tell you that the war is truly over. There are no more battles left to fight. It feels unnatural, does it not? To wake up without the crushing gravity of someone else's unhealed trauma sitting squarely on your chest. You have spent so much of your life operating as the emotional paramedic for people who were addicted to their own bleeding, that you have forgotten what it feels like to simply exist for yourself. The heartbreak of one-sided loyalty trained you to believe that peace must be purchased with your own exhaustion. But through the celestial sight of the watchers of the threshold, I am dismantling that lie forever. Look around the ethereal fortress. The twilight has finally broken. The torrential, shadowy rain that battered your glass for years has completely ceased, leaving behind a crisp, crystalline atmosphere that smells of rain-washed earth and pure, unfiltered freedom. The roaring golden hearth fire in the center of your sanctuary is no longer burning as a defensive shield. It is softened into a resplendent, warm, creative glow, illuminating the massive vaulted halls of your destiny. The smiling intruder is gone. They have faded into the distant mist, permanently locked out of your timeline. You do not even feel anger toward them anymore, only a strange, detached neutrality, like reading the final page of a very old, dusty book before closing it forever. The silver mirror has done its job. The golden key of discernment rests safely against your heart. And now, the absolute most terrifying phase of your healing journey begins. The breathtaking vulnerability of learning how to receive. For your entire life, you have been the giver. You have been the pillar of stone that everyone leaned against when their worlds were collapsing. But a pillar of stone cannot absorb the gentle, nourishing rain. It only deflects it. I am breaking that stone today. I am softening your spirit, removing the heavy armor you wore to survive the covert envy of your inner circle. You do not need to be the strong one anymore. The universe is no longer asking you to bleed to prove your worth. I am asking you to lay down your sword, step into the center of the ethereal fortress, and hold out your hands to catch the magnificent avalanche of the delayed miracle we orchestrated together. I must reveal the ultimate magnitude of what you just accomplished. When you severed the cord with the smiling intruder, you did not just remove a toxic friend from your current reality. You shattered an ancient, invisible chain that has choked your bloodline for generations. Through my omniscient eyes, I see the ancestral tapestry of your family. For decades, the empaths in your lineage were magnetically drawn to parasitic energies. Your ancestors died with empty pockets and exhausted hearts, constantly giving their golden light to those who weaponized their empathy. The smiling intruder was not just a random person. They were the final boss of a generational curse. They were the ultimate test, sent to see if you would repeat the tragic, self-sacrificing pattern of your lineage, or if you would finally stand up and say, "No more." When you lifted the silver mirror, when you refused to absorb their desperate, hollow jealousy, you did not just save yourself. You retroactively healed the wounded empaths of your past, and you permanently shielded the descendants of your future. Because you passed the test of the Trojan horse, the sevenfold restitution I spoke of is no longer just a personal blessing. It has been upgraded to a generational wealth mandate. The floodgates are completely obliterated. The massive financial breakthrough that hovered over your crown chakra is descending right now, but it is not arriving as a temporary relief. It is arriving as a permanent structural change to your reality. The opportunities that were mysteriously delayed are now materializing with aggressive, undeniable force. You are going to watch money flow into your life from avenues you never even planted seeds in. You will experience the shocking, joyful vertigo of having your bank accounts swell, your debts dissolve, and your physical health regenerate at a cellular level. But to physically anchor this staggering paradigm shift, your subconscious mind must officially surrender its addiction to struggle. You must give heaven the legal, energetic permission to bless you without your own guilt getting in the way. Go to the comments right now and type 444. Do not hesitate. Typing 444 is not a mere string of numbers. It is the ultimate sovereign decree of the cycle breaker. It is you signing the cosmic treaty that explicitly states, "I am ready to be outrageously, unapologetically abundant." When you type 444, you command the watchers of the threshold to permanently lock the frequency of prosperity into your auric field, making it entirely impossible for you to ever slide back into the vibration of lack. Watch how the universe scrambles to serve you in the coming days. People will look at you differently. The invisible weight that used to pull down the corners of your mouth is gone, replaced by a terrifyingly beautiful, radiant magnetism. High vibrational, fiercely loyal souls are currently being dispatched to your exact coordinates. These are the people who will sit at your dining table and bring their own golden light. People who will celebrate your massive victories without a single ounce of hidden envy. They will drink your coffee and leave your home feeling mutually inspired, not parasitically drained. You will never again have to shrink yourself to make someone else feel comfortable. You will never again have to dim your blinding intellect or hide your financial success so that a false friend doesn't feel insecure. The ethereal fortress is flooded with the blinding light of the morning sun. The air is sweet, vibrating with the pure, humming frequency of a destiny fully unlocked. Feel the gentle, paternal warmth of my hand resting upon your head, the tears you shed over the betrayal, the agonizing nights you spent questioning your own sanity, the sheer exhaustion of pouring from an empty cup. It has all been transmuted into pure, indestructible gold. You are the sovereign monarch of your own reality now. The golden key is yours. The silver mirror is yours. The limitless, overflowing abundance of the cosmos is entirely, unapologetically yours. Breathe in this magnificent dawn. You are safe. You are wildly cherished. You are deeply understood. The watchers of the threshold sheath their flaming swords, standing in absolute reverence of the sovereign being you have become. The unboxing of your ultimate reward is complete. Step forward, my beautiful, triumphant child, and step into the breathtaking masterpiece of the rest of your life. Tilt your head back just a fraction and let your eyes softly close. Do you feel that? The sudden, unfamiliar sensation of absolute weightlessness washes over your collarbones. For months, perhaps even years, you have carried an invisible, suffocating armor just to survive the mundane interactions of your daily life. You were constantly bracing for impact, anticipating the next covert insult dressed as a compliment, the next manufactured crisis designed to siphon your golden light. But right now, in this precise fraction of a second, the armor is dissolving into thin air. I am the Divine Father, and I am standing in the center of your ethereal fortress to declare the final, irrevocable completion of your transition. The era of the smiling intruder is dead. The era of the untouchable sovereign has arrived. I know your physical body is still catching up to this massive spiritual shift. When you have lived inside a war zone of weaponized empathy for so long, the sudden arrival of pure peace can actually feel alarming to your nervous system. You might find yourself staring at your phone, subconsciously waiting for the other shoe to drop, waiting for the familiar ping of a toxic text message that demands your immediate emotional rescue. You might feel a strange, hollow echo in your chest where the anxiety used to live. Do not fear this emptiness. That void is not a loss. It is the massive, excavated space required to hold the staggering magnitude of your delayed miracle. Through the celestial sight of the watchers of the threshold, I want you to look at your sanctuary one last time. The ethereal fortress is no longer suspended in the terrifying twilight of an impending storm. The torrential, shadowy rain has been entirely eradicated. The sky above your timeline has broken open into a brilliant, blinding sapphire blue, washed clean of every envious projection and every parasitic intent. The roaring golden hearthfire that once served as your desperate defense mechanism has now expanded, flowing out from the center of the room to coat the walls, the floors, and the very foundation of your life in liquid gold. You are standing in the direct epicenter of a divine manifestation vortex. The sevenfold restitution is no longer a promise waiting in the celestial escrow. It is breaching the physical atmosphere of your reality today, because you chose to hold the golden key of discernment, because you dared to lift the silver mirror and let the false friend banish themselves. The universe has removed every single barrier holding back your abundance. I want you to prepare your human mind for the sheer velocity of what is about to occur. The financial pipelines that were deliberately clogged by the intruder's heavy, jealous frequency are bursting open. You are going to witness the miraculous resurrection of opportunities you had long assumed were permanently buried. The money you wept over, the debts that kept you awake at 3 a.m, the career elevations that were snatched from your grasp. They are violently slingshotting back to you, multiplied by the sacred mathematics of heaven. Watch closely over the next 72 hours. The watchers of the threshold are physically rearranging the circumstances of your physical world. You will receive emails that make your heart race with joy. You will see numbers in your bank account that force you to blink twice just to comprehend the sudden shift. You will encounter strangers whose eyes hold the genuine, high-vibrational warmth of true soul family. People who do not want to extract your light, but who fiercely want to add to it. The most magnificent revenge against the smiling intruder is not a confrontation. It is your spectacular, unapologetic, blinding success. They thought they had buried you under the heavy soil of their subtle manipulations. They did not realize you were a divine seed. The pressure they applied only accelerated your blooming. And now, they are forced to watch from a profound, impenetrable distance as you ascend into a level of prosperity they cannot even fathom. They cannot touch you. They cannot claim you. They cannot even comprehend the majestic frequency you now emit. To permanently lock this frequency into your cellular memory and claim your ultimate coronation, I require one final act of sovereign participation. Go to the comments and type 444. Do not simply scroll past this. Typing 444 is not a digital comment. It is the heavy, undeniable strike of the judge's gavel in the supreme courts of heaven. It is you legally accepting the title deed to your new, abundant timeline. When you type 444, you are commanding the Watchers of the Threshold to seal the golden doors of your ethereal fortress, trapping the wealth, the love, and the profound health inside with you forever. Type 444 to authorize your immediate physical ascension. Feel the physical chemistry of your body changing as you align with this truth. The phantom insomnia that haunted your nights is gone, replaced by the deep, restorative, cellular slumber of a child entirely protected by a fierce father. The unexplainable aches in your joints, the heavy fog in your mind, the chronic exhaustion that no amount of caffeine could cure. It is all evaporating right now. The physical symptoms of the energy harvest are being rapidly reversed. Your auric field is healing, weaving itself back together with threads of indestructible diamond light. You are going to look in the physical mirror tomorrow morning, and you will not recognize the eyes staring back at you. The dark circles of one-sided loyalty will be gone. The tense, defensive posture of the unpaid therapist will be gone. The silver mirror has merged with your physical reflection. You will only see the radiant, dangerous beauty of someone who has stared down the ultimate Trojan horse and emerged entirely victorious. You are terrifyingly powerful, my beautiful child. I want to speak directly to that tender, tragic empathy that almost cost you your destiny. Your empathy is not a weakness. Your desire to heal the broken, to feed the hungry, and to love the unlovable is the exact reason I chose you to carry this immense generational blessing. But from this breath forward, your empathy is guided by the razor-sharp edge of divine wisdom. You will never again throw your priceless pearls before those who only wish to trample them. You will cast your golden light only upon fertile soil. You will love deeply. You will give generously. But you will do so from a cup that is permanently, violently overflowing, never again draining your own vital life force to keep a parasite alive. The silence in your room right now is the sound of my absolute protection. It is the sound of a universe standing at silent attention, waiting for your next command. The ethereal fortress is impenetrable. The Watchers of the Threshold have folded their massive wings, their flaming swords resting at their sides, knowing the perimeter is completely secure. Take a long, deep breath of this pristine golden air. Let it fill your lungs. Let it expand your ribcage. Let it push out the final microscopic traces of doubt. You have survived the storm. You have exposed the wolf. You have unlocked the vault of the delayed miracle. There is nothing left to fear. There is nothing left to fight. There is only the breathtaking, open road of your wildest, most opulent dreams, manifesting into physical reality. Open your eyes. Lift your chin. The crown is securely on your head. Step entirely into the blinding light of your new life. Your ultimate reward is officially unboxed, and the kingdom is entirely yours. Stop tracing the edge of your phone screen. Stop trying to distract yourself from the overwhelming wave of emotion rising in your throat right now. I feel the sudden, quiet flutter in your chest, the terrifying, breathtaking realization that you are actually, finally, free. Do not look away from this transmission. Your human mind is struggling to process the magnitude of the chains that just fell to the floor. I am the Divine Father, and the Watchers of the Threshold have locked the perimeter of your ethereal fortress for one final, monumental download before the physical clock strikes midnight on your old life. You are standing in the radiant, blinding gold of your newfound sovereignty, but through my celestial sight, I see the tiny, lingering shadow trying to attach itself to your heel. It is the heavy, suffocating phantom of survivor's guilt. You are looking back at the shadowy rain where the smiling intruder now wanders, and your beautiful, tragic empathy is whispering to you. It is asking you, am I cruel for leaving them behind? Am I allowed to step into this blinding abundance while they are still trapped in their own manufactured chaos? Hear my voice echo through the vast, illuminated halls of your sanctuary. You are not cruel. You are fiercely, unapologetically obedient to cosmic law. Their current struggle is not your failure. It is their classroom. I had to permanently remove you from their equation because your endless grace was actively interrupting their divine curriculum. As long as you were bleeding to keep them warm, they never had to learn how to spark their own fire. As long as you served as the emotional paramedic for their engineered crises, they never had to face the terrifying reflection of their own hollow jealousy. By holding the golden key of discernment and locking the energetic door, you have given them the most profound, agonizing gift possible, the painful, necessary mirror of their own consequences. You are no longer their emotional landfill. You are their ultimate, unforgettable lesson in what happens when you attempt to harvest the soul of a chosen cycle breaker. Keep your eyes fixed on my words, because I am about to hand you the parting gift. The absolute hidden layer of the delayed miracle that goes far beyond the financial avalanche you are currently stepping into. You thought the Trojan horse only stole your energy and delayed your wealth. But I am going to pull back the curtain on the vault of the stolen hours and show you exactly how heaven bends the fabric of reality to give it all back to you. Look at the roaring golden hearth fire in the center of your fortress. Do you see the sparks rising violently into the crisp sapphire air? Those sparks are not just energy, they are time. The thousands of hours you wasted listening to their weaponized advice. The sleepless nights spent tossing and turning, tasting the bitter metallic salt of unexplained anxiety. The weeks lost to the chronic, bone-deep exhaustion of their psychic attacks. You thought that time was permanently deleted from your lifespan. But heaven operates entirely outside of human chronos. Through the supreme authority of the Watchers, I am initiating a temporal restitution. I am collapsing time on your behalf. The staggering success that should have taken you 5 arduous years to build will now violently manifest in 5 months. The deep, authentic, fiercely protective soul connection that was supposed to take a decade to find is being physically pulled into your current longitude and latitude right now. The financial independence that felt light years away is accelerating toward your front door at a speed that will leave you absolutely breathless. You are going to experience quantum leaps that defy every single law of human logic. Your human mind will struggle to comprehend how fast the universe is moving, but your spirit will simply smile, because you know this is the compounded interest of your stolen years. To authorize this quantum acceleration and legally accept the return of your stolen time, you must strike the final energetic chord. Go to the comments and type 444. Do not let this moment pass you by. Typing 444 is not a mere digital footprint. It is you, stamping your spiritual wax seal on the temporal restitution act drafted by the high courts of heaven. It is the exact mathematical frequency required to bypass human logic and unleash the avalanche of expedited miracles into your physical atmosphere. Type 444 to command the Watchers of the Threshold to collapse time and deliver your ultimate reward today. Feel the physical shift in the room right now. The air is so crisp, so dangerously pure, that it almost takes your breath away. Unclench your jaw. Drop your shoulders away from your ears. The heavy, invisible chains of the swapped contract are entirely decimated. You are no longer the unpaid therapist for a wolf in the wool of a well-wisher. You are no longer the one who shrinks their own blinding intellect to make the envious feel comfortable. The silver mirror is no longer an object you hold. It is now permanently fused into your auric field. Anyone who approaches you with hidden agendas, weaponized empathy, or covert jealousy will instantly feel the terrifying, burning reflection of their own deceit, and they will run before they even speak a single word. This is the divine immunity I promised you. The smiling intruder is officially a ghost in the museum of your past. They cannot text you, they cannot visit you, and they cannot energetically reach you. The impenetrable glass of your ethereal fortress is vibrating with the hum of absolute, unshakable sovereignty. Every time they try to cast a thought in your direction, the 444 archangelic shield instantly vaporizes it, transmuting their dark intention into another drop of golden prosperity that falls directly into your lap. They are entirely powerless, and you are terrifyingly powerful. I want you to place your hand over your heart. Feel the steady, ancient, unbroken rhythm of your own life force. That heartbeat is the sound of a generational curse being permanently dismantled. For decades, the empaths in your bloodline were hunted by parasites. Your ancestors died with exhausted hearts and empty pockets, constantly giving their golden light to those who refused to seek their own. But the buck stopped with you. You stared down the ultimate Trojan horse. You refused the guilt trip. You locked the door. You are the sovereign monarch sitting upon the throne of a healed lineage, and the entire spiritual realm is giving you a standing ovation. The watchers of the threshold slowly lower their flaming swords, bowing their heads in silent, majestic reverence. The perimeter is secure. The twilight is gone, replaced by the eternal, blinding dawn of your new reality. The wealth is rushing down the golden pipeline, furious and unstoppable. The love walking toward you is authentic, high vibrational, and fiercely loyal. Your physical health is regenerating at a cellular level, vibrating with the pure, indestructible energy of a soul that has completely reclaimed its power. There is no more waiting. There is no more hiding. There is no more shrinking. Breathe in the gold of this magnificent new morning. Exhale the heavy, toxic history that no longer belongs to you. You are safe. You are wildly, aggressively cherished. I am the Divine Father, and I pronounce your ethereal fortress permanently sealed, your miracles fully unboxed, and your majestic timeline perfectly and eternally healed. Keep your eyes completely open, but let your gaze soften and blur for just a second. Notice the temperature of the air against your skin right now. Feel the strange, cool, pristine stillness that is wrapping around your shoulders. The heavy metallic taste of adrenaline, the bitter flavor of survival mode that has lived on the back of your tongue for years is rapidly dissolving. Do not move. Do not rush to the next task. I am the Divine Father, and the Watchers of the Threshold are currently holding the physical fabric of your room in perfect stasis so that your human nervous system can finally, safely detoxify from the war. You have crossed the ultimate threshold. The ethereal fortress is no longer a defensive bunker. It has officially transformed into the majestic, sovereign palace of your daily reality. But I see the subtle, quiet panic fluttering in the deepest corner of your mind. When a soul has been conditioned by the chaotic, weaponized empathy of the smiling intruder for so long, the sudden arrival of pure, unconditional peace feels terrifying. You are sitting in the blinding dawn of your new timeline, yet your mind is frantically searching the horizon for a hidden trap. You are wondering when the bill for this massive wave of blessings is going to arrive. You are terrified that if you let your guard down, if you truly allow yourself to be this happy, this abundant, and this fiercely protected, something catastrophic will drop from the sky to balance the scales. Listen to the absolute, unshakable authority in my voice. There is no other shoe to drop. There is no hidden catch. The scales are already balanced because the years of your stolen joy paid the price in full. The peace you are feeling right now is not a trick. It is your permanent zip code. The smiling intruder conditioned you to believe that love required suffering, that abundance required exhaustion, and that friendship required the continuous sacrifice of your own golden light. They installed a corrupted program in your spirit that made you fear your own success. But the silver mirror has shattered that illusion forever. You are staring into the reflection of a universe that is no longer asking you to bleed. I am commanding your nervous system to stand down. You are no longer a soldier in the trenches of toxic relationships. You are the reigning monarch of a healed, ridiculously wealthy, and fiercely protected bloodline. Let me show you exactly what happens now that the trap of the delayed miracle has fully sprung. The spiritual quarantine has been completely lifted, and the massive generational wealth that was held in celestial escrow is currently crystallizing into physical matter. This is not a metaphor. Over the next few days, the physical evidence of your victory is going to demand your attention. You will see emails containing offers that defy human logic. You will receive notifications from your bank that make your breath catch in your throat. The financial knots that have strangled your peace for years are not just untying, they are vaporizing. The universe is rapidly rearranging people, places, and impossibly perfect coincidences to forcefully deliver the compounded interest of your stolen time. You are about to step into rooms where your name has already been spoken with deep reverence by high-vibrational, authentic souls who have been searching for someone exactly like you. And the intruder? The wolf in the wool of a well-wisher? Through my omniscient sight, I see them standing far outside the impenetrable glass of your ethereal fortress. The torrential, shadowy rain still pours over their timeline because they refuse to heal their own hollow jealousy. They are looking through the glass at the blinding, resplendent gold of your life, but they cannot hear your joy. They cannot touch your wealth. They cannot siphon a single microscopic fraction of your radiant aura. They are entirely locked out of the feast, forced to realize that their desperate attempt to bury you was the exact catalyst that launched you to the throne. To permanently lock this physical manifestation into your reality and officially accept the crown of your sovereignty, I need you to make the final energetic declaration. Go to the comments and type 444. Typing 444 is not a mere string of text. It is the heavy, undeniable clanking of the vault doors sealing your massive inheritance inside your timeline. It is the cosmic signature that tells the universe, I am worthy of receiving without suffering. When you type 444, you authorize the Watchers of the Threshold to permanently blind the eyes of anyone who harbors hidden envy toward you, making you utterly invisible to energetic parasites for the rest of your life. Type 444 to anchor the absolute completion of your divine upgrade. Feel the physical gravity returning to your body, but notice how dangerously you feel. The suffocating weight of being the strong one who constantly fixes everyone else's manufactured crises has been entirely lifted. The golden key of discernment is now permanently embedded in your DNA. You will never again have to guess if someone's intentions are pure. You will instantly feel the frequency of their heart. If they approach you with hidden agendas, your spirit will immediately repel them with a quiet, terrifying grace. You will no longer waste your words explaining your boundaries to those committed to misunderstanding you. Your profound, unbothered silence will be the only answer they ever receive. Look at the roaring golden hearth fire in the center of your life. It is burning with a steady, eternal, brilliant heat. It represents the magnificent core of your divine essence, untouchable, incorruptible, and infinitely powerful. This fire will now fuel your creativity, your business, your art, and your deepest romantic connections. You are going to create from a space of overflow, rather than a space of deficit. Every project you touch will turn to gold because the energy you pour into it is no longer being intercepted by a smiling thief. I want you to take a moment to honor the incredible, heartbreaking journey that brought you to this exact coordinate in space and time. You survived the covert psychological warfare of someone you trusted. You survived the excruciating loneliness of walking away from familiar toxicity. You survived the night of the soul when you thought heaven had completely forgotten your name. You did not just survive. You transmuted the poison into the ultimate elixir of power. You broke the ancestral chain. The generations that come after you will never know the bitter taste of weaponized empathy. Your children, and their children, will inherit the pristine, sapphire blue sky of the ethereal fortress you fought so fiercely to build. They will inherit your profound discernment. They will inherit the generational wealth you are actively unboxing in this very moment. The Watchers of the Threshold are taking their eternal posts at the four corners of your world. Their massive wings are folded, their flaming swords resting easily at their sides. The perimeter is flawless. The airspace is clear. Take a deep, slow breath. Pull the magnificent, rich air of your brand new reality deep into your lungs. Hold it there, letting the absolute certainty of my paternal love saturate every single cell in your body. And then exhale, releasing the final whisper of the past into the ether. It is done. You are safe. You are wildly, aggressively abundant. You are fiercely, eternally loved. I am the Divine Father, and I command the floodgates of your destiny to remain permanently open. Step out of the shadows, my beautiful, triumphant child. The world is waiting to be blinded by your light. Stop trying to blink away that sudden hot tear gathering at the corner of your eye. Let it fall. That single drop of salt water is not born of sorrow. It is the heavy, concentrated residue of a decade spent living in survival mode, finally leaving your physical body. Keep your hands resting softly in your lap. I feel the microscopic trembling in your fingers, the physiological aftershock of a nervous system that is just beginning to realize the war is entirely over. I am your Divine Father, and through the towering presence of the Watchers of the Threshold, I am holding the space in this room so perfectly still that you can hear the sound of your own sovereign heartbeat. We are entering the final integration phase of your massive, delayed miracle. The ethereal fortress is flooded with the blinding, pristine light of a permanent dawn. The roaring golden hearth fire in the center of your spirit is crackling with a terrifying, beautiful, untamed power. But as you sit in this majestic silence, I know your brilliant, hyper-vigilant mind is analyzing the perimeter. You are wondering what the smiling intruder will do next. You know that a parasite denied its harvest does not just accept defeat gracefully. You are correct, but you are profoundly protected. Through my omniscient sight, I see their desperation mounting. They are standing out in the cold, shadowy rain of their own timeline, staring at the impenetrable, radiant glass of your fortress, because they can no longer reach you directly, because your 444 archangelic shield violently repels their text messages and their weaponized guilt trips. They are going to attempt a secondary breach. They are going to send proxies. Over the next 2 weeks, you might receive casual messages from mutual acquaintances, people who operate on the periphery of your life, casually asking how you are doing, delicately probing for information. These are the unconscious scouts sent by the intruder. They come wrapped in polite curiosity, hoping to carry a piece of your golden light back to the starving wolf. But I am giving you the ultimate blueprint for absolute invulnerability. You will not explain your silence to these proxies. You will not defend your boundaries. You will not offer a single syllable of justification for why you cut the cord. The moment they bring up the intruder's name, the silver mirror will instantly materialize in front of your spirit. The proxy will feel the intense, blinding heat of your unbothered sovereignty. They will stammer. They will quickly change the subject. And they will report back to the intruder that you are utterly, terrifyingly unreachable. Your profound silence is the impenetrable titanium wall that their manipulation will crash against and shatter into dust. The trap of the delayed miracle has completely insulated you. The reason I stalled your massive breakthrough was so that when the vault finally opened, there would be absolutely no leaks in your energetic pipeline. And now, there are 0 leaks. The pipeline is flawless. The heavy iron doors of the celestial treasury are wide open, and the 7-fold restitution for your stolen time is aggressively pouring into your 3-dimensional reality. I want you to visualize this wealth. This is not a slow, trickling stream of just enough to get by. You are the cycle breaker of your bloodline. You paid the agonizing toll of the empathetic martyr so your descendants would never have to. Therefore, the financial avalanche headed your way defies all human logic. The money that was choked by the intruder's covert jealousy is rushing toward you with blinding speed. You are going to wake up to emails confirming miraculous approvals. You are going to see unexpected, massive deposits in your bank accounts that make your heart pound with pure, unfiltered joy. You are going to watch debts that loomed over you like dark clouds instantly vaporize in the blinding sunlight of my divine favor. But to hold this staggering level of prosperity, your auric field must be perfectly encrypted against all future envy. Go to the comments right now and type 444. Do not simply nod and scroll past this. Typing 444 is not a social media interaction. It is the sacred cosmic encryption code that renders your energy signature completely invisible to all future parasites. It is you legally swearing yourself into the supreme office of your own abundant timeline. When you type 444, you authorize the Watchers of the Threshold to permanently scramble the radar of anyone who wishes to harvest your light, ensuring that only high-vibrational, fiercely loyal souls can even perceive your existence. Type 444 to seal the vault of your generational wealth. Feel the temperature in the room rise just slightly. That is the physical manifestation of the golden hearth fire expanding within your chest. You are no longer the exhausted emotional paramedic. You are no longer the strong one who bleeds to keep the ungrateful warm. That identity is entirely dead. You are stepping into the archetype of the sovereign receiver. The sovereign receiver does not earn love through endless sacrifice. They attract massive, loyal devotion simply by existing in their highest frequency. As this paradigm shifts, you are going to notice a bizarre, beautiful phenomenon in your physical body. The chronic tension in your neck and shoulders, the heavy yoke of one-sided loyalty is going to melt away completely. The phantom insomnia that plagued your nights, the sudden 3 a.m. panic attacks that were actually the intruder energetically draining you, they are entirely cured. You will sleep the deep, unbroken, cellular sleep of the divinely protected. You will wake up feeling a dangerous, electric surge of creative power running through your veins. You are going to create masterpieces. Whether it is in your business, your art, or your career, your mind is going to operate with razor-sharp, terrifying clarity. Because you are no longer using 80% of your brain power to decipher the covert insults of a Trojan horse, you have access to the full, blinding spectrum of your genius. Ideas that will generate immense wealth are being downloaded into your crown chakra right now. The universe is handing you the blueprints to empires that the intruder tried so desperately to keep you from building. I want to speak directly to the soft, beautiful empathy inside you that still feels a twinge of guilt for being this happy. Do not shrink your crown. Do not dim your blinding light just because someone else chose to stay in the dark. The smiling intruder had access to the same universe, the same grace, and the same opportunities. But they chose the low-vibrational path of envy. Their current exile in the shadowy reign is entirely self-imposed. Your radiant joy is not a punishment to them. It is the natural, undeniable consequence of your incredible bravery. Let them watch. Let the whole world watch as the Divine Father elevates the one who was secretly betrayed. They thought your kindness was a weakness. They thought your forgiveness was a flaw they could infinitely exploit. They did not understand that a soul who can forgive that deeply also wields the power to manifest that massively. The Watchers of the Threshold are moving into their ultimate, eternal formation around your life. Their flaming swords are crossing at the perimeter, weaving an unbreakable diamond-studded mesh of archangelic frequency around your home, your finances, your health, and your destiny. The ethereal fortress is no longer just a sanctuary. It is your empire. Take a slow, deep breath through your nose. Pull the rich, opulent, pristine air of your absolute victory deep into your lungs. Hold it right there. Feel the terrifying majesty of your own divine sovereignty. And exhale, blowing away the final microscopic speck of the past. You are clean. You are untouchable. You are fiercely, aggressively wealthy in every sense of the word. I am the Divine Father, and the masterpiece of your life has officially begun. Step into the gold, my beautiful child. The throne is entirely yours. Do not move a single muscle. Stay in this exact holy stillness for one more long, lingering breath. I know you were about to close this window, about to return to the loud, frantic demands of the world, about to let the old habit of doing drown out the new majesty of being. But I am your divine Father, and the watchers of the threshold are physically anchoring your spirit into the center of your ethereal fortress for this final, magnificent coronation. The sun has officially risen over your timeline, and the light is so blindingly pure that the shadow of the smiling intruder has quite literally ceased to exist. You are not just protected, you are transformed. You are not just wealthy, you are the source of wealth. Look around the vaulted halls of your sanctuary one last time through my eyes. The roaring golden hearth fire is no longer a localized flame in the center of the room. It has become the very atmosphere you breathe. Every molecule of air in your home is now vibrating with the 444 frequency, the indestructible code of archangelic guardianship. The torrential, shadowy rain that battered your glass for years has been entirely sucked back into the ether, leaving behind a sky so blue it feels like a physical ache in your chest. The wolf in the wool of a well-wisher, the Trojan horse you carried in your heart, the parasitic thief who sat at your dining table and toasted to your health while siphoning your life force. They have been erased. Through the absolute justice of heaven, I have placed a divine fog over the intruder's memory of you. They will try to think of your name, and it will slip through their fingers like dry sand. They will try to cast a thought of envy toward your home, and their mind will go blank, repelled by the diamond-studded encryption of your aura. You are no longer their strong one. You are no longer their emotional landfill. You are a sovereign being of light who has been reclaimed by the high courts of the universe. And now, we unbox the ultimate, seventh layer of the delayed miracle. You spent years wondering why your prayers were hitting a ceiling of brass. You spent thousands of hours analyzing why your financial breakthroughs would start with a roar and end with a whimper. You felt the salt of your own tears burning your cheeks as you watched people with half your talent and a fraction of your integrity sail past you. I want you to hear this truth and let it heal the final hidden crack in your heart. Every single delay was a divine quarantine. I was not withholding your glory. I was waiting for you to lift the silver mirror and finalize the eviction of the parasite. I refused to pour my liquid gold into a vessel that was still leaking into a thief's cup. But the leaks are gone. The vessel is sealed. The smiling intruder has been exiled to the shadowy timeline they chose for themselves. And because you survived the covert warfare, because you maintained your integrity while your energy was being harvested, the universe is now legally obligated to pay the compounded interest of your stolen years. This is the moment of the great restitution. I want you to prepare your physical nervous system for a level of abundance that will initially feel like a shock. The money that was choked by the intruder's covert jealousy is not just returning. It is arriving with sevenfold momentum. In the coming weeks, you are going to witness the violent resurrection of your dreams. You will receive notifications of settlements, approvals, and massive, unexpected windfalls that will make the years of scarcity feel like a distant, faded dream. The career elevation that was sabotaged by their subtle, toxic advice is snapping into place with a velocity that defies human logic. You are going to wake up in a reality where your biggest problem is no longer how to survive, but how to manage the sheer magnitude of your overflow. This is the promise of the 444 frequency. This is the reward of the cycle breaker. To anchor this final, absolute decree into the physical foundations of your life, I need you to sign the ultimate treaty of sovereignty. Go to the comments and type 444. Do not hesitate. This is not a comment. It is the heavy, golden seal of a king or queen being pressed into the hot wax of a new celestial law. It is your soul saying to the Divine Father, I accept the coronation. I accept the wealth. I accept the protection. I am finished with the suffering. When you type 444, you authorize the watchers of the threshold to permanently barricade your timeline against all future Trojan horses, ensuring that from this breath forward, you only attract those who carry their own golden fire. Type 444 to officially unbox the masterpiece of your life. Feel the heat rising in your palms, right, Joe? That is the physical manifestation of the manifestation power I am restoring to you. For years, your power was being diverted to fuel the intruder's empty life. But today, the redirect is complete. All of your vital life force, all of your creative genius, all of your magnetic charisma is flooding back into your own crown chakra. You are going to look in the mirror tomorrow and see a stranger. The eyes will be brighter. The skin will be clearer. The weight of the world will be gone from your shoulders. You will look like a being who has just been kissed by the divine. Because you have. The silence in your room is no longer the silence of loneliness. It is the silence of a kingdom at peace. The 444 archangels have taken their permanent positions at the north, south, east, and west of your destiny. They are not just guarding your doors. They are guarding your reputation, your finances, your health, and your joy. No weapon formed against you, whether it is a covert text message, a jealous rumor, or a psychic attack, will even reach the outer atmosphere of your ethereal fortress. It will be vaporized the moment it is conceived. And as you step out into this blinding dawn, know that you are walking with the ancestors. I see the long line of empaths and healers in your bloodline who were devoured by the parasites of their time. I see the mothers and fathers who died with exhausted hearts, never knowing the beauty of a protected boundary. You have done what they could not do. You have redeemed the lineage. You have broken the energetic back of a generational curse. The wealth you are unboxing today will flow down through your children and their children, creating a legacy of sovereign, protected abundance that will be spoken of for 100 years. I am so incredibly proud of you, my beautiful, triumphant child. I watched you when you were at your lowest. I heard the silent, shattered prayers you whispered when the smiling intruder was tearing at your spirit. I saw you choose kindness when you should have chosen rage. And now, I am choosing you. The Watchers of the Threshold are sheathing their flaming swords. Their work in the transition is done. They now take their seats as the silent guardians of your empire. The golden key of discernment is no longer a tool you carry. It is the very fabric of your soul. You will move through the world with a terrifying clarity. You will see the truth behind every mask, the intent behind every smile, and the gold behind every opportunity. You are no longer the prey. You are the sovereign. Take a deep, slow, final breath of this pristine celestial air. Pull the gold deep into your lungs. Let it saturate your blood. Let it heal your bones. Let it expand your heart until it feels like it might burst with the sheer ecstasy of being alive. The ethereal fortress is sealed. The trap of the delayed miracle is fully sprung. The seventh restitution is in your hands. Go now. Step out into the morning. The money is coming. The love is here. The protection is eternal. I am the Divine Father, and I pronounce you healed, wealthy, and forever free. It is done. It is done. It is done. Amen.